Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New York Giants. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys not doing too hot. Losers of 7 of their last 9. On the other side, Giants head coach Brian Daboll. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one.
The charisma is thick when you in prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a peace of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. But I can put you either pink or brown. I'm the one that introduced you to the you right now. Oh my God. Well, alright. Trying to fight.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. They'll set up to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
So excellent starting position here for the Vikings. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. You might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
1st and goal.
He'll drop to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That play ended for a net loss thanks to Javon Hargrave. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Giants first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6.
45-yard line.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 21 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I entertain 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Leads to second.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? Third and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up third and goal.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And the Vikings offense, led by their wide receiver, headed out for their second possession. And he's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, so to no one's surprise, his name sits near the top of the list in terms of most receptions by a wideout this season. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Second down and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
They'll drop the throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
2nd and 5. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
So they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mention that to the coaches, they are having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And the Vikings, 1st down.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
These two teams all tied after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it 2nd down and 12. They'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Second and 4.
Second and 4 at the Giants' 43-yard line.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
Vikings, first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Now it's Mason. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
On the screen, this is Mason. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and they'll bring up fourth down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on third down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped him for no gain.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings take the chance on fourth and goal, and it pays off with 6. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's polished off by a Vikings score. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Giants ready to come out now. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that's a knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. He'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. The drive begins with Mason. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. In trouble, and he's taken down. Abdul Carter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" Because here they come.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
Tough spot here, third down and 11.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 11.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he will have the Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Looking to put a drive together.
Mason going to get it on first down.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Ball placed at the 45 for second and 5. And they'll go again with Mason.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up facing third and 5.
Now back to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They send him back right at the midfield stripe.
Abdul Carter.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's second and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Third down and 8 yards to go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 34.
34 now. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now.
36-yard line.
And he will find his man on the outside.
That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Scott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
For the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee, and that's it. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Gano's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports halftime
Our trip
report.
around the NFL starts now with a good divisional matchup in the black and blue NFC North. All right, Brandon, thanks much. Final 3 weeks of the season are already upon us, and I'll come out and say it. It's when playoff teams become also-rans, and also-rans become playoff teams. Let's dive in. And here's the Packers running back. Gets past the line of scrimmage, gets room, gets it in. 22 yards on the touchdown. From there, let's go up to the Pacific Northwest, Seattle. Let's look in on the Seahawks as they play host to the LA Rams. And this is the running back. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. A 43-yard touchdown. The Seahawks wind up taking this one by a touchdown. With that, time for a look at the playoff picture. Things starting to come into focus in the NFC here in Week 16. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Vikings offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Quickly, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And out will come the offense as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start with a quick throw complete out to the right. Now a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 49.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 6.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Back to throw now on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 6. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you have extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking it.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
He'll look to throw. That is caught by Thielen. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Minnesota.
Straight ahead, here's Mason. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
Back to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard play. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
23-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And this will be a Giants 1st down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just have a break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36.
36-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Oh, my, that's a heck of a tackle right there on 3rd down because they had to swing it out to the back and hope that he could make a play. But let's face it, in order for him to be there and be in that position, in order to make that play, he had to read his keys and not be fooled. Excellent job in the open field.
They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
A handoff to start the drive to Mason. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They work now on 2nd and 9.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20.
That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just 1 but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 7'5".
Now you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
And he will find Scott on the right side, complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is caught. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
1st down, Vikings.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw again. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42.
14 yards on the play. That's another Vikings first down. A gain of 13 yards.
They'll drop to throw. Well, quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. They'll hand it to Mason. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On the give, it's Mason. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
No gain on the play.
Right back to Mason. He takes this to the 15. A flashy juke. That got him a couple extra yards. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Now they run. It's Mason. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Running left, Mason. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll give this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The New York set to take the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. But he will not get in here.
He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Vikings offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 22-yard line.
Looking to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. With his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Vikings use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Now for the point after. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds in midfield, so a solid return to the 50.
The Giants offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
At the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack.
3rd and 19.
13 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to get this to the 31.
6 is the ball carrier.
2nd and 5.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run
And the Giants have cut it back within a score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Pushing his way through. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. And now out comes Minnesota. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run again with Mason. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mason. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Draw play, Mason.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
For the Vikings field goal, a 39-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to pick up a 1st down here as that clock continues to run.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So there's the spike as it comes with 23 seconds to go. Here comes 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. He's back to throw. A throw out wide going to be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So for the Vikings, it's a good fifth win for them as they play out the string. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gauton saying so long, everybody.